Tesla CEO and SpaceX founder Elon Musk has come to terms with the board of Twitter Inc. to acquire the company and take it private. The $44 billion deal to buy social media platform has the crypto world abuzz. We'll tell you why, and we'll also discuss this with our guests. First, how is Elon linked to crypto? So last year, Tesla revealed that it bought Bitcoin and $1.3 billion of digital assets that remained on electric vehicle makers' books as of end of March. Musk's aerospace company SpaceX also owns Bitcoin. Now then comes Dogecoin, which is a meme coin mostly associated with Musk. Every time he tweets on Dogecoin, its value surges. The internet calls it the Musk effect. And by the way, you must know that he's called the Dogefather. Now on July 18, 2020, he shared this picture on Twitter that we're going to flash on your screen. There you go. And of course, it had impacts on the market. On February 24, 2021, he played with to the moon term as well with this meme. And if you think he tweeted only about Doge, then you're mistaken, because he also tweeted about Shiba Inu. And he wrote, "I'm getting a Shiba Inu." But his tweets are cryptic. You know, we've seen how he's shown variety in his tweets. So he's also confirmed that he's only invested in Bitcoin, Ethereum and Doge. And he's not mentioned Shiba Inu here. But in addition to owning Dogecoin, he's mentioned working with Dogecoin developers on bettering its network. Now that's the link between Elon and cryptocurrency. But he's set to buy Twitter. How is that deal crucial for the crypto world? So I'll give you a few points. Number one, Elon, being a crypto enthusiast, can bring some sort of integration of crypto with social media platform. For example, he proposed that pricing for Twitter Blue should be proportionate to affordability and in local currency, and in his words, maybe even an option to pay in Doge ? So that question mark remains there. Point number two, one significant move Musk could make is pushing Twitter to buy Bitcoin as a treasury asset, as he has done with Tesla and Space, and I've already told you about that. He's done that with Tesla and SpaceX in the past. Number three, Musk has highlighted removing bots from Twitter as one of his priorities. This is very crucial for crypto Twitter. Now, crypto Twitter is a community of crypto enthusiasts on Twitter, but it is very important if this move is actually going to become a reality that will benefit crypto Twitter as well. So that's all the link that we had to share. Now, a quick news related to this, which is a cryptocurrency token called Elon Buys Twitter, was also started as soon as this news came out. Now, it's being traded on decentralized exchanges. It rallied over 10,500% in 24 hours after the news of the billionaire's takeover of the microblogging site hit the stands. And on CoinMarketCap, it is currently in green with a 131% of the jump that it shows. So, you know, there has been a new token, and then there's also been impact on the market. And when we talk about market, let's quickly talk about Dogecoin only. In the last 24 hours, it hasn't been doing great. As you can see, it's in the red. But in last 7 days, it has done or has shown some sort of, you know, green there. Again, not great growth, but definitely Dogecoin holders are quite excited with this news. And as I've told you, I've learned one thing. If you ever wish to buy something, you Musk. And you, of course, learned it from Elon Musk. I'll open this for discussion with our guest. We have Ajit Khurana, crypto evangelist and expert. He's founder, Genesis Network. Then we have Malik Kotadia, co-founder and chairman for Innovation Lab Singapore. Anushka Rathore, she's a influencer, and it's very important to have, you know, a perspective of someone who is in the social media space as well. So we'll have a great, I believe, opinions from these three guests. I want to begin with Mr. Khurana. You know, Elon Musk is a crypto fan. First, I want to know from you, what does that mean for crypto world or for Twitter?
An independent thinker who also believes in crypto is obviously a good ambassador for all of us. And when this person who otherwise influences our thinking also then buys one of the most influential social media platforms, I think that is, on the whole, it is good news. Of course, his views on Bitcoin, his views on Dogecoin, very surprisingly to a lot of us, are not necessarily in line with mainstream crypto thinking. But I think that if Twitter in any which way causes enhanced usage of crypto, it could have very widespread and deep-rooted repercussions.
Malik, we've seen Elon tweeting about Twitter as well, you know, where in one tweet he's loved it, in another tweet he has complaints against it. So, you know, he has shown a bit of jump in his opinions on Twitter. Do you think that's good for crypto world if he's to, of course, rule it and then integrate crypto there?
So let me start off with a little tongue-in-cheek, as you kind of mentioned, since this is a crypto show. Well, Musk's tweets are cryptic, so one can never really make out what's happening in his mind. But I'll just add to what Ajit mentioned. I think for Twitter, this is definitely a very, very positive thing. We know that Twitter, while it has been a very popular social media platform with 300 million users, it has always struggled with monetization. And that's why you have a platform like Meta or Facebook, which is valued more than 10 to 15 times of that of Twitter's valuation, because Facebook was able to accomplish this. Now, on the one hand, with this very open and very strong crypto advocacy, and with the fact that he's already, in the case of Tesla, as you mentioned, their treasury is holding crypto to the extent of $1.3 or $1.4 billion. This could really be an opportunity for Twitter to evolve from just a leading information platform to a trusted transaction platform as well. And I call this being the connector between the two C's that make a platform sustainable, moving from a community to commercialization. So that is something which can happen. But I do want to also add very quickly about challenges, and you kind of alluded to it. Over centralization and echo chamber, and we know that Musk's tweets are what they are. He needs to be honest in his approach, and this should not end up becoming another power trip. You know, the very ethos of the crypto community is built on decentralization, democratization, and if it ends up becoming a greater echo chamber, then this whole thing comes into jeopardy. So I think it has the potential to be positive, but let's see how it pans out.
Of course, I mean, he supported this meme coin, which is Dogecoin, and on the other hand, he's also talked about Shiba Inu on the social networking platform. Anushka, you are a finfluencer yourself. You think after this deal, he's going to become the finfluencer of all times? Because, you know, we've seen that in the past as well, how he's influenced the market. Of course, several people have hated him also for tweeting about certain coins and then, you know, not realizing that that's probably going to hit low as well. But do you think he will be becoming the finfluencer of all times if this deal is?
I think he already is the biggest crypto influencer out there. I mean, no one has the reach and impact that Elon has even today. With Dogecoin, with Shiba, we've already seen the impact his one tweet has on those prices. And in fact, his tweets have sort of got Twitter a little more mainstream. So it has helped with people becoming more comfortable with these conversations around crypto. But again, there are negatives as well, because a lot of price speculation is happening. So I guess he's already is the biggest influencer out there.
Right. Mr. Khurana has also spoken about removing bots from Twitter. You know, that means a lot for crypto world, or crypto Twitter as it is called, because, you know, then there's more of authenticated accounts and then more of honest conversations. Would you agree?
I completely agree. And while this argument could be made about everything, whether it is politics, religion, or crypto, but in the context of crypto, what is happening is that if you look at the lowest end of crypto, where Doji, not to confuse with Doge, where Doji coins are being created every day, 3 to 9 new tokens are created every day, and they are pushed upon public opinion using spam bots. So if some of that can be controlled, if not eliminated, I think that will help clean up the dark end of the crypto spectrum.
Right. You already mentioned one downside of bots, but Malik, I had this question for you as well. How are bots really bad for crypto world?
Just to echo what we heard right now, the challenge with both crypto as well as Twitter, as I see it, are very similar. In fact, that's been a criticism as well, that they both have a lot of manipulation happening, and in the case of crypto, of course, that leads to scams, and these are often powered by bots or even bot armies. So anything which can clean this up will be healthy, not only for Twitter, But it will also be very, very good for Twitter, crypto, and crypto as a whole, because it will give regulators, global policymakers, or entities like FATF more comfort about crypto transactions on such a platform. And that is really an opportunity. So, and again, this is a big if Elon and his team are able to accomplish this, that is possible. I mean, there has been talk that Twitter could do some innovative stuff like actually, using tokens as some sort of a validation mechanism. So you can transfer a tiny amount of Bitcoin through the Lightning Network to validate whether you are indeed a real person or a bot. And this is a common practice in the payments industry. So those things could perhaps help clean up in a significant manner and be mutually symbiotically beneficial.
Sure. Anushka, Dogecoin started as a meme currency, but of course, after Elon has supported it, their use cases have also increased. Do you think Dogecoin will also gain out of this opportunity, or they'll have probably more possible use cases in the future?
Probably, like already mentioned, Dogecoin could be accepted as a medium of payment on Twitter itself.
Which he has already proposed, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah. So apart from that, it's all speculatory as of now. He could, with all the new initiatives that he'd get, Web3 initiatives or decentralized initiatives on Twitter, Dogecoin could have a use case there. Because apart from that, even today, Dogecoin is still considered as a meme currency and does not have a lot of utility. Despite Elon Musk saying that he's working with developers, he's going to bring functionality. We've not seen any of them materialize in any substantial changes or substantial utility behind Dogecoin yet. So again, it is speculatory as of now. I really don't see it being very different, but again, Elon Musk is known to do the seemingly impossible.
Sure. And I have one common question for three of you, and I want quick answers because we are running short on time. Since Musk has also been, a Web 3.0 and decentralization fan, do you think he would be able to bring decentralization to the mainstream, making Twitter algorithm code probably open source? Or you think it's a long shot? Mr. Khurana, to you first.
Decentralization is fundamentally about distributing ownership and not about being open source. So as a result, given that he has paid $44 billion to buy Twitter, I think that the likelihood that he'll give away ownership of something that he has bought is not very likely.
Okay.
I think that it may be more open, but not more decentralized.
Quickly, Malik and Anushka. Malik, with you first.
I think there is a possibility. I agree with Ajit. It may not be Twitter itself that could go open source or be decentralized, but maybe a spin-off platform like Blue Sky. There could be a dual speed kind of an architecture in the works there, but we'll have to see.
Sure, Anushka.
Again, what could be possible is with the algorithm being open source, a lot of other Web3 projects could improve and build on that. So making other Web3 projects a better decentralized social platform could be built.
Sure. Thank you so very much for joining us for this conversation.